Want free COD points? Hey, got money. Stop using Razorback. Listen here, buddy. There's a link in the description. I want you to tap. Click that. Earn points. Download the app. Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Goblin, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Weevil SMG. Now, this is a gun I haven't really talked about, or I looked through my class setup videos and my overpowered videos and all that sort of stuff, and I haven't talked about this gun for 7 to 8 months, which is kind of weird because this is actually one of my favorite guns in Black Ops 3. Surprisingly, this is in my top 5 used guns. I'm pretty sure this is like 3rd or 4th of my most used guns in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I think how it goes is VMP, M8, and then Weevil. That might be wrong, but I think that's how it goes. And this class that they have for you guys today is an absolute banger. I don't even know how else to say it. You guys gotta drop a like on this one. I get 131, that's right, 131 kills in this game, and you guys can see I spawned in pretty late. The enemy team, I was already winning by 100 points. I spawned in very late, and I just completely turned the tides around. I don't even know what to say. During this gameplay, I wasn't even like try-harding either too. I was just watching YouTube videos, chilling, listening to music and stuff like that, and I managed to go off, and I checked the scoreboard at the end, 131 kills, and that's pretty much proof that this class setup that I'm going to show you guys is absolutely dominant. So if you guys could drop a like on this thing, I'd really appreciate that. Also, a lot of people have been asking me on Twitter for Infinite Warfare beta codes, and I made a video on it, stuff like that. So if you guys still need an Infinite Warfare beta code, I'll link my Twitter down in the description. You guys can go over there, follow me. I've been giving them out. Probably I'll keep giving them out for the next couple days over there on Twitter. And also, I'll give away a few on YouTube here for you guys who don't have Twitter, because I know a lot of you guys don't have Twitter. Basically, all you guys got to do is subscribe to my channel, or make sure you're subscribed. Drop a like on this video, and drop anything down in the comments, or just drop a comment, and I will be giving away a few Infinite Warfare beta codes on this video. And obviously, I'm going to be giving away a load of them over on Twitter, so head over to Twitter. Let's get right into this class setup, though. No more delays. I know a lot of you guys want to know what this Weevil class setup is, and this class setup is kind of weird. So first off, I want to explain why this class setup is weird. Usually, I always say Black Ops 3, it's all about the attachments. You always want to have 2, 3, or 4 attachments on every gun, and right now on the Weevil, basically, I'm only running 2 attachments, and usually in all my class setups, I'd say 75% of my class setups have 3 attachments, or, you know, a reticle and 2 attachments. And the reason for this is the Weevil is sort of a weird SMG. You really don't need any attachments on it. It has 50 bullets in every clip, which basically means reloading, fast mags, extended mags. That's not really a problem. The reload speed is also kind of fast. It literally has pretty much no recoil, so you don't need grip. That's not really a problem. You don't really need anything on the Weevil, and that's why I go with these 2 attachments only: quick draw and stock. And this setup is absolutely dominant. You won't stock on the Weevil is probably the best stock on any SMGs. You can strafe left to right and just outplay people all over the map, and that's why this gun is probably one of my favorites. It's not the most powerful gun in the straight up stats, but when you make it with this class setup and you put on stock, it's so freaking overpowered because you can just simply outstrafe people. As well as the other attachment that I have on it is obviously just going to be quick draw, just a standard one that is pretty much good on every gun in the game, and definitely good on every SMG. And that's why I find that quick draw and stock on this gun, because you don't really have to worry about recoil, you don't really have to worry about how many bullets in a clip. I find that quick draw and stock is such a good setup, and it's absolutely awesome for the Weevil, and that's why I recommend this class setup to you guys. Now, you guys may be asking, since I'm only using 2 attachments, where are all those extra slots going to be? And I'm going to basically be overdosing on perks in this class setup, and that's what makes it freaking awesome. Let's go over what I have. I have 5 perks on this class setup, which is absolutely crazy. You guys don't see me pull this out very often, but when you do, this class setup is an absolute monster. For my first perk, I have Flak Jacket, obviously just a standard perk. Flak Jacket saves your life like at least 3 to 5 times every game. So just, taking 5 deaths off of your total deaths at the end of every game is super duper nice, and that's why I'm going to put Flak Jacket on this class. The other perk one that I'm running here, this one I was trying to decide whether I should go with Afterburner, but I decided Overclock would be better. Like I said, basically my thought process behind this is with the Weevil with stock, you don't really need to be jumping around because it's kind of nice to stay on the ground with it because the strafe is so freaking powerful. That's why I put Overclock as my second one, and then obviously that means I'm going to be getting my Specialist a lot lot quicker, which my specialist is going to be combat focused, which lets me get my kill streaks faster, and that's why I'm running the absolute biggest kill streaks in the game, or you know, the biggest setup of kill streaks, the big three, I guess you could call it, the Wraith, the Hater, and the Wraps. This is by far the best kill streak setup for any objective game mode. Because I have overclock, because I'm getting combat focused so often, I'm just stacking kill streaks, and the kill streaks do a lot of work in these 100 plus gameplays. Obviously this one 131 kills, a lot of those kills are going to be from my kill streaks, and that's simply because I'm running the 2 powerhouse kill streaks as well as one that helps me keep the streak going. The 2 powerhouses, Wraith, Wraps, one that keeps it going is the Hater. Now, as far as my second perk, it's a pretty standard doubled up second perk setup. I have Fast Hands as well as Scavenger. This is pretty standard on, you know, most of my class setups. You guys see Fast Hands goes so well with Quick Draw, and Fast Hands is pretty much a required perk in this game, especially for an SMG. You can sort of get away with it on, you know, an assault rifle or something like that, not using it, but on an SMG you need Fast Hands probably 100% of the time. And then Scavenger is simply because I'm gonna run out of ammo. I plan on going on streaks with this thing. I don't want to run out of ammo. And then as far as my perk 3, what I'm running here is Tac Mask. That's just because I really get annoyed by stuns and flashes. There's nothing worse than, you know, sometimes you come up against teams on Nuketown that no one is running a stun or a flash, and in those situations it would be better to run Blast Suppressor. But other times you come up against a team and literally half of them have double flashes. They're flashing the hardpoint, they're flashing over the buildings, and it's just freaking annoying. And that's why I tend to go with Tac Mask and just, you know, Flak Jacket, Tac Mask. I don't really have to worry about the bullshit nades and the bullshit stuns that much, and that's why, you know, that's the class setup, and that's why I would really recommend this. Now let me talk a bit about the Weevil, because a lot of you guys say, I always see mixed opinions on this. Like I've said, this is my 3rd most used gun in the game. I love this gun. I use it a lot. I think it's very powerful. But other people always say, buff the Weevil. The Weevil's too weak. It needs to be buffed. And I've never really understood that. Now, sure, the Weevil is not as, you know, quick to kill as a VMP or a Vesper. But where it has its weaknesses, I think it makes up with just simplistic and just overall performance strength. You know, the Weevil, you're not going to run out of ammo. You have 50 bullets. You're not going to have to take a long time to reload. You're not going to have any problems with aiming down sights. The aim down sight speed is super fast, especially when you have quick draw. You have the stock on it. I think this gun is just overall probably, I would probably put this as the 3rd best SMG, 3rd or 4th best. I'm going to say Kuda and VMP are probably the 2 best SMGs right now. And then we have probably the Vesper and the Weevil, which are the other 2, which are debatable on. And then the Pharaoh probably is going to be the weakest one right now. It still is good, but the Pharaoh, it just seems like it's always a 2 burst. And if you're not 1 bursting with burst weapons, what is really the point? That's sort of what I decide with the XR2 as well. And I've been playing around with the XR2 and the Pharaoh, trying to find you guys a really good overpowered class setup. I haven't found anything yet. I've been liking the XR2 with long barrel and some other and stock, but you know, I'm gonna try to find an XR2 class setup that can really 1 burst people. And if I could find a Pharaoh one that can get occasional 1 burst, those things would definitely be strong. But I gotta say, the Weevil is probably one of the most underrated guns in the game. Now, not only do I love it because of its how easy it is to play with, how good it does, I love the look and the sound of this gun, and that's still something that, you know, a lot of people won't admit. Oh, I only care about statistics, but the looks and the sounds of guns are very important when it comes down to it. The Weevil simply reminds me of like a mix between my two of my favorite guns ever in Call of Duty, and what I would say is a mix between the PDW-57, which is from Black Ops 2, and the P90 from MW3, and also the P90 was in other Call of Duties, but MW3 is my favorite P90. That gun was just so fun to use in MW3. You get on a specialist streak with it. It was just absolutely dominant, and this gun sort of brings me back those memories of those 2 guns, and that's why I absolutely love this thing. It's freaking awesome, and I'm excited because Infinite Warfare also has a gun, the FHR-40, I believe is the name. That's kind of crazy that I remember the name off the top of my head in Infinite Warfare. I've only played it literally for 1 day, but that gun is sort of like a mix of a Vesper and a Weevil, and that gun is even taking it to the next level. I think when you guys get Infinite Warfare, if you're a fan of the Weevil, and oh my gosh, my raps are going off in this gameplay, if you're a fan of the Weevil, you'll be a fan of the FHR-40. I've already said that is probably the best SMG in Infinite Warfare. The thing was absolutely dominant, and I do love the Weevil. I think the Weevil is a crazy good gun, and I don't think it needs a buff. I just hope they don't nerf it, and like I said, if they ever go in and nerf the Kuda and the VMP even more, I mean, they have nerfed those things many times, but right now I think they stand that the VMP is still the best SMG. But if these next few months they come in, they nerf the Kuda, they nerf the VMP even more, I think the Weevil could see the top spot in the game, and that would be absolutely awesome to see. I just love to see competitive players and just everyone using the Weevil. It probably won't happen. That's sort of me living in a dream world. I think Treyarch is sort of done with patching stuff. But, you know, they could still come out with some more DLC weapons and DLC SMGs. I think that's definitely up on the table. So who knows what's going to happen. Anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. This class setup, like I'm telling you guys, this class setup is very good. If you guys are a fan of perks and you love stacking out the perks, this is the class setup. 5 perks. I'd say all of those perks are very, very useful. I mean, a flak jacket, like overclock, fast hands, scavenger, tac mask, they're all very useful perks. None of them are throwaway perks. This class setup is absolutely dominant. Please drop a like on this video if you guys made it to the end of the video. Also, click that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, and sub for Cookie and Don't Looky, and I'm out. Peace.